welcome back to my channel. My name's Natasha and today's video is my 80th episode and I am filming this on Saturday morning, ready for you to view on Monday. I've got a busy day ahead of me today. I've got some packing to do and I am going to visit my brother as well, and we're having lunch together today, so I'm really excited about that because I love spending time with him. I don't get to see him very often, as I have previously spoke about when in my other videos I've always told you that I'm going to go and meet him and things, so it's been a good couple of months, and so I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, when you are viewing this video, I will be on my little holly bob because I'm going away tomorrow just for a couple of nights, and I'm going to be visiting Hertfordshire Zoo and also Banham Zoo whilst we are going up the country. And so I will be doing a few shorts on my channel, so look out for those, because I tend to, when I visit zoos, just kind of do shorts and things of the animals. So if you're interested in that, then you can go and have a look at my shorts, things like that as well. But yes, so I won't be back again until Tuesday from our little breakaway. But of course that doesn't affect my channel because I'm, of course, sorting it out so that you've still got things to view even if I am out and about. So what have I been doing? Well, mostly this since I did my last Monday video, I've been working on my squares for my Nature's Walk blanket, which you will have seen on my Friday video. And so most of the time I've been sorting that out really. But the new thing I have done this week is my peridot square for the birthstone cow. Now I am behind on that, naturally. It's just the way I've been rolling lately, isn't it? But we're getting back into it, and I do have them, all the ones here to show you that I have managed to do since it started, and I will be catching up with a few that I've missed when I haven't been crocheting, but so that I can be in time with it. This is my August edition of the cow, which I haven't sent to Litzy yet. The birthstone cow, for those of you that don't already know, sorry about that, just need to sit up. For those of you that don't realise that the birthstone cow is going on, it's the lovely Litzy over at Coco's Crochet. She's doing a birthstone cow, which means that for each month we do something with the colour that represents the birthstone, and lots of people are doing hats and things. I chose to do corner to corner squares because I love doing it, and it's something you can just sit and do. You don't need a pattern for it. Well, I don't personally, and I can just sit and do it whilst I'm watching telly or using my tablet or anything like that, and it's just mindless loveliness, and so that's what I chose to do. So I'm going to show you that now. For the January one, it was garnet. And I'm choosing to put the border on in brown. A lot of my squares haven't got the border on, only a few have, but I'm going to do the border in brown just because it's something different and I don't really want to do it in black. This was the January one, which was garnet. And then we've got don't know which order these are in anymore. And then we've got a purple one, which I used this one was Stylecraft in the colourway. Can't even remember. But anyway, it was Stylecraft yarn. And the ball drive yarn in the Hobbycraft Brown Women's Institute. This one was Stylecraft one. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Let me just see a moment. I might have it over here. Because I was using another ball of it for no, I don't have it. Not very good at this today, am I? Sorry about that. I'll put it in the description box below. I will search for the colour, but yeah, I just can't remember. But anyway, that was the February one, if I'm right in saying that. And then we've got two more. Now, I'm not sure which way round it goes without checking, which is annoying, but I did this one in duck egg. So that would have been January, February, March and April. And now this one here, now I do know this one was a Signet yarn in the colourway Heather. Now I really love this colour. I love the fact that there's flecks of pink as well as the lilac-y colour. Apart from like the random little tiny bit of red, don't know what that's doing there, but anyway. But yeah, so, and I really, really enjoyed that. And I love the colours. And so that was where I had got to. So that was my April. Now, if you remember my May, I had done the emerald square and that didn't really go well. I seem to have, it worked up much bigger than the rest and I'd run out. And it was, you know, a full 100-gram ball, whereas lots of times I've got lots left from a 100-gram ball, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. So I completely scrapped that. Now, where did I put that? Oh yes, here. I completely scrapped it and just wound it back because I didn't see the point in, I'd already gone, I'd already undone it all, and then I'd redone it with a different hook size and everything, but it still wasn't right. So I thought, no, I just can't do it. And I think that's what also put me off, because I seem to, if I come across a bump in the road and something's not right, I just kind of run away from it, which is really weird because I wouldn't usually. I'd normally tackle it and it wouldn't normally get me. And so I just thought, when I was back into it again, I thought, I'm not going to let it defeat me. I'm just going to use something different so then I can carry on and be at one with the cal again. As much as I've missed the competition side of it, where I've not been able to upload it to the lovely Litsa. Hello, Litsa, by the way, if you're watching. I can still manage to complete the cal in its entirety, So anyway, whilst I was in the yarn shop getting the green for my Nature's Walk blanket, I saw that they had just a random ball. They didn't have very much new fashion in at all. But this one is new fashion, and the colourway, the shade is 413. But I thought this was a lovely emerald colour. So this is the ball I'm going to use. And also I'm using a 3.75 hook for all of for all the blanket squares. Just mainly because I don't know whether it was a 4 I was using or a 3.75, but the way to go forward is that, and I will then be able to complete it, and I feel secure because I do love the 3.75, using it. You know, it's comfortable in my hands and I love the look of it. So that's all fine. So I'll be using that one for the May square. And then I've got some more. Now hold on a moment, I didn't bring them to the table. So I'm just going to show you there is 2 more. This is the brown that I'm yet to complete everything with. But anyway, so one of them is opal, I want to say, and I think the other one was diamond. Now, I like this. There's only 76 grams of this left, and this was the other signet one that's very much the same as this with different, and it's got flecks of like a very pale blue and a very, I don't know if the camera will show it up, but this is very pale. There's very pale pink and blues in it as well, which I thought was a lovely opal colour. So I'm going to try and see if I can complete the square with that. And the other one, which I think was diamond, this one obviously hasn't got a ball band, because I have lots and lots of yarn without ball bands. But this one I thought would be lovely because it's almost creamy. But it's different. It's not cream and it's not white, but it's almost a bit shiny. I don't know really whether you'll see it on the camera properly or not, but I really do love this. And again, I've got 83 grams of this one left, so I'm hoping that this will make a good enough square as well. So I'm going to be doing that. Now I did write down, yes I did, right, here we go. So, it was pearl. This one was going to be for the pearl one, and this one's going to be for the opal one. Well, the opal one isn't for a while yet. I could alternate them. Anyway, that's the yarn that I've kind of, because I just thought, oh, I need to sort out all my yarn and see if I've got enough. So I'm kind of jumping the gun and showing you what I've used already, even though it isn't going to be like that. But yeah, so that's the yarns that I have chosen so that I'm able to catch up. So January, February, March, April, May, June was pearl, which is going to be this one. Then ruby, I've got a red upstairs that I can use, and then peridot. So I've done peridot, and this is my square for it. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Honestly, this is so lovely. And I'm besotted. I am besotted with batik, Stylecraft batik yarns. That it's lovely to use. It doesn't split. Oh, it's just lovely, and I absolutely adore the colours that it comes in. Anyway, this one here I wanted to use because of the colour peridot, which was very light green. And so this is my entry for the August square. What can I say about it? Absolutely love it. 3.75 hook, and I will just be sending a photo to Litsa after I've managed to do this video, and then at least I can be at one with the competition again, so that would be really lovely. And so yes, it is Stylecraft Boutique in the shade Pistachio, which is 1910, and I had 2 balls of this because they only come in 50-gram balls, so I've used one completely and I've got one left. I haven't weighed it, but it is probably half left, so that's why I'm hoping that the other 2 will be good enough to use, even though they're not absolutely full ones, to be able to carry on with those. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I've managed to kind of sort it out. The other thing that I've been working on, which I woke up the other morning for a hankering to make an emotional support chicken, which I think that comes from the fact that I was looking at my yearly goals and where I was in respect to what I wanted to complete this year and where I wanted to be. And I did say in one of my videos previously that I wanted to make several emotional support chickens for the classrooms, so that if someone was having a difficult morning, then they could befriend the chicken for a while until they felt that they were emotionally stable enough to want to do their learning and things. And so I just felt that it was time to make an emotional support chicken. A lot of the time I do worry about, I say worry, it isn't worry as in like scared worry, but arms and legs put me off, as I have spoken about previously in my videos, and I always try to get them done first before anything else, because I do enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing amigurumi, but it's the arms and legs that put me off. I have no idea why, apart from the fact that they're probably just fiddly and, you know, just think, oh. Maybe it's the fact that you have to kind of go round, you know, in the round constantly, you know, and it just takes ages, I suppose. I don't know. But emotional support chickens don't have arms and legs. So I just thought, what better thing to throw me back into amigurumi again, because I do love it. I love every aspect of crochet. I just need to find myself again. And so I decided that when I woke up the other morning, I thought I need to just start an emotional support chicken. And I have used Hedgerow Chunky for this, which is a kingcole yarn, and the shade is 5846 in the colourway Dewdrop. Now, I can't wait to show you this because the colour is absolutely lovely. I'm using a 5mm hook. Look at that. Doesn't look much like this, does it? But if you look in there, there's yellows and pinks, a little bit of purple and some greens, dark green and some light green. And I've made a start. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I absolutely love it. This is the right side, and this is the wrong side. I absolutely love it. Look at that. That would make a lovely thumbnail, wouldn't it? Oh, absolutely love it, love it, love it. And I love everything about it. And I do think that that helps when you've got a yarn that you really, really love. And I don't know, yes, that's right. This one here is another hedgerow one that I had bought. And it was a toss up between the two as to whether which one I made. And my lovely husband, Alan, who I do kind of throw things at in a sense of, which do you think is best, dear? And he does make quite good choices. But anyway, he said to me, oh, definitely this one. And I totally agree. Anyway, this one here will be another emotional support chicken, I should imagine, because I had it in my stash for a long time, and what I normally do is buy the yarn, look at it for at least 6 months, have it there, and then think, yes, that is my project. That is what I want to do. And so I was just over the moon by the fact that it's really good. And the fact that they are 200-gram balls as well. And my last chicken took literally 200 grams to make. So I am really, really excited to complete it. And I will show you my progress in one of my next videos, I suppose, in that sense, because it's nice to have some things documented to show you, isn't it? I just don't know at what stage I will complete everything. I've still got baby blankets which I haven't touched, and they are in the basket behind me. But again, we will get there, and I'm not stressing about it. Yeah, so that is everything that I have to show you. My next bit of news is that I've decided to do a new cal. Now, I know my other one didn't really go well because I was forever putting it off, and I think it was because I wasn't really comfortable with it. We weren't really enjoying it in a sense of there was so many mistakes in the pattern book and things like that. And there was 5 left over to do, but I just left it because it was just doing my head in. And I think, again, that was my avoidance, really. And that was why I didn't really want to pick up my crochet. But I've decided that I want to do another one. I've been looking at this pattern for such a long time. And I did feature it in my free pattern Fridays. And I'll link it in the description box below so that you can come along and join in with me if you like. And so then you can print off the pattern yourself. And that was mainly, it hits my goals for my yearly thing of granny squares. And it also means that I can use up some scrap yarn. So I'm urging anyone, if you want to join in with me, then absolutely do. You can send me photos of how you're getting on. And of course, you can send me photos of anything at all that you've been making, because I really, really enjoy looking at what everyone has made. But this one particularly is because I have lots of yarn with no ball bands. I've also got some yarn that does have ball bands that I'd like to use for this pattern too. So it's going to be a little bit of a 2 and 8 in my brain, thinking, what would you rather do? Because I also look at yarn and I think, well, does that go with that? Is that a good colour together? And I almost doubt myself. So I'm going to be very like, oh, I don't know if I have enough of that one, and don't know have enough of that one, but I'm just literally, I need to think, no, you need to be random with this, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But the colour doesn't matter. If you kind of just do whatever. If you've got yarn that you need to use up, or if you want to get something specific for it, then of course you can. There's no rules to this cal at all. You just join in and just be mindful and really enjoy what you're doing. And the pattern I have chosen is Granny Goes Random Crochet Blanket, and it's a Yarnspirations Red Heart pattern. But I've been thinking about it, and I thought, well, I'm going to do it as my next cal, because it means that, especially if Sally joins in. Hi, Sally. Because we were talking about using up yarn and things, and it doesn't matter what type of yarn you use, just go with whatever you want. And so I thought it would help me use up all my stuff that hasn't got yarn bands and just completely just go with it. I love the fact that this pattern has got the template so that you can work out where your squares go and where the quarter ones and the half ones go. And I also love the fact that for those of you that like diagrams, and I'm a sucker for a diagram now that I've been doing it with my Nature's Walk weekend, at least it's there so you can check if you don't follow the writing very well. But there's quarter squares, half squares, and of course the full squares. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 9 rounds for the full one. And the same obviously for the quarters and the halves, but it just means that they're not so wide. I'm just really, really excited about this, to the extent where I'm going to be getting rid of some of my yarn, because then it means that I can say to my lovely husband, I need to buy some more, dear. You know, you just kind of, shame about that, but yes. And for this one, they're using Super Saver bitty stripes, but of course I'm doing it as a yarn user upper. So if you've got random bits and you want to magic knot them all together and then do them randomly, then do. If you've only got bits and pieces like this, you know, and you just do a few rows of one and then add to it and just keep going, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm really, really excited about doing this. But they're saying that you need 3 balls of the rainbow and 3 balls of the rainbow mist, for those of you that want to carry on with actually getting what the pattern says, of course. They're saying to use a 5mm crochet hook, and the yarn is a medium 4 weight, which usually is an Aran, but of course I'm using DK. And what I shall be using for the blanket is probably going to be a 4.5, because I want it to be loose and floppy. I don't want it to be really tight. But that all depends whether on, I don't know, actually. I might use the 3.75 and go a bit tighter. I don't know. I can't. I'll have to play with it and see. But the measurements are 45 inches by 60 inches. And the square gauge is 12 inches, which is 30.5 centimetres. And it says that the instruction notes are to ensure that random colour placement of self-striping yarn works all squares at the same time, with A, work first and second rows. Well, that doesn't, probably won't apply unless you're using the exact yarn. But what I intend to do is the centre pieces with some to use up some. And if I make more squares than what I need, then I can just make a second blanket. But I'm going to continue until I get fed up, in that sense, I think, for this cowl. Of course, you can only do one blanket if you want to do one blanket, but squares are just mindful, aren't they? You just kind of sit there and just do them. And I quite like that. You need to make 18 squares, which, was it 18 squares? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, yes, 18 full squares, which then means you need to do 6 halves and 4 quarters. Oh, hang on, no, I tell a lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 halves and 4 quarters. And so I'll probably do the halves first to get them out of the way. And then, of course, you just do the granny square as normal. But for those of you that are new to granny squares, of course, if you're just beginning, then you chain 3, and then you put 2 in the corners and so on and so forth. But of course, I will talk you through all of that as we go. Yeah, so it's skill level easy, and as long as you know how to do a double crochet and a single crochet, as in English terms, a double and a treble, I think you'll be absolutely fine. So, hands up, who's going to be doing it with me? Comment below, let me know. I would really, really love it for you, for as many of you to join in as you want to. It's open to everyone, and I just think it would be absolutely fabulous to do something quite random. So it's time for me to go, because I have got to go and see if my washing's dry on the line and put the next lot out, ready for our bag to go. And then we are off to meet my brother for lunch. Oh, my other bit of news is that my other granddaughter has been born. She was born on the 27th of July, and she's absolutely adorable. She was 7 pounds and 14 ounces. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you a photo, so I will just check with my daughter first before I do that. But she is here, she is lovely, and what more can I say? She will be meeting my brother, her great uncle, later on today as well. And Marley absolutely loves her already. She was being very, very accepting of her, and I am very proud. For those of you that don't know, my granddaughter Marley is autistic, and she has just taken to her like a duck to water. It's been really, really lovely to see. She's not at the stage where she wants to hold her yet or anything, with guidance, clearly. But she hasn't, she's just been looking over into the cot and things, and she's just been really lovely with her, and I'm really very, very proud. So, I need to go. I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone.